feet down in time. It's a first down. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
No touch. No touch.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike,
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 38.
Faking the give, Darnold. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down. Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Hurts. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 11. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
The 18-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Ball from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Darnold wants to change it up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First down.
Here's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
A.J. Barner, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kylan Granson from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Darnold. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. the Eagles 23-yard
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Yeah, Darnold's going to change the play. Back to throw. That is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Eagles 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down up to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
That's another Eagles first and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Second down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Darnold now to throw. Going up top. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Down the right sideline. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 32.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. And Walker has it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air again, Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Down the sideline he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Great.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 38, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is one wide receiver whose toughness will never be questioned because he fires off the line of scrimmage, runs his route, and he understands sometimes the collision is going to happen. In this case, steals himself well, keeps the arms extended, and makes a big-time catch.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Comeback route, and he finds Dotson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
His kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Darnold with his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A.J. Barner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And McKee wants a new look. Back to throw now on first down. Complete, it's Dotson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The kick is good.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Seahawks 27.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Up the middle with Barkley. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
42. Seahawks 27. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now it's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. So nearly a disaster there, but fortunately able to pounce on his own fumble, and that remains a touchdown.
And think about the run and the effort put in there by everyone, including him. Could you imagine going that far and not finishing it off with a touchdown? Fortunately for him, he was able to do exactly that.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That's good for Seahawks. First down.
Play action. It's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First
They'll look to throw here. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks get a bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1.
Jason Myers to kick off for
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. And this one complete to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
The Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. And they'll accept that penalty.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Walker to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
And it's 3rd and 4 now.
3rd and 4.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Darnold to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Nicole. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Hurts to throw.
At the 18-yard line.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Here comes second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35.
Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Darnold to throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 33 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. That one downfield for Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. 41 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions.
And got his man complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First down.
Here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets A pick six TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
78. Seahawks 64.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
You suck, bro.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Keely Ringo on the coverage.
Now Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete